didn't see you standing there. Welcome to Inside the Author Studio. I'm James Lipton. Whenever you think of the greatest novel ever written by mankind in this century or any other, one name keeps coming up again and again. And again. And again. And again. That, of course, is the great novelist F. Scott Fitzgerald. He couldn't be here with us tonight because, well, he's dead. But we do have a great author with us tonight. I'm sure you've all read. Please welcome the incomparable, the amazing Sherman Alexie! Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us here inside the Author Studio. As always, let us start from the beginning.
Of course.
Where were you born?
I was born on the Spokane Indian Reservation near Welpanet, Washington.
Wonderful, wonderful. I love Spokane. It's beautiful. Was it a nice flight coming in from Spokane?
Oh, it was a really nice flight.
Yeah, I'm a pilot. Did you know that?
I did not.
Yeah.
That's
Not those big 747s, but
No.
I can fly. Yeah.
that's interesting. Thank you for that.
Moving on. What is the name on your birth certificate?
Sherman Joseph Alexie Jr.
Wonderful. And your social security number?
I'm not gonna give you that.
Well, you had to try. With the way the economy is, steal someone's identity. Sherman Alexie, author, award-winning poet, creator of such books such as The Lone Ranger and Tonto, Fist Fight in Heaven, The Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian, and screenwriter of such films such as Smoke Signals. Amazing. Simply delightful. I was reading The Lone Ranger and Tonto, Fist Fight in Heaven while taking a bubble bath the other night.
Delightful.
It was simply a delight. Thank you. Thank you. And I noticed one theme popping up through all of your books. Basketball. Why basketball? Why not baseball? What makes basketball the Native American tradition?
Well, honestly, I think it's less about the sport for us Native Americans. Basketball players, even the high school kids especially, almost revered as idols for us. It's something to look forward to. So it's less about the sport for us, and I think more about the atmosphere of being able to cheer something on.
I can see that in your books, especially with your character Victor. Would you say that Victor is a part of you?
Most definitely. I'd say he's more of probably a manifestation of myself, much like also in a Part-Time Indian and the character of Junior.
What in these books makes these characters come alive for you?
Junior saw his mother's name in a textbook of his and decided that it was about time to leave, which actually happened to myself.
So, in fact, most of the actual events that happen in the books happen to me. So they're, in a way, autobiographical, because they change names and things like that. But, yeah, that's probably the most evident way that it relates to me.
Marvelous. Why Diary of a Part-Time Indian? Why not a full-time Indian? Were all the full-time positions filled by the time he applied?
No, Junior is only a part-time Indian because he decides to leave the reservation to go to the white school.
Delightful. Just delightful. Sherman Alexie, you are a delight.
Thank you.
Just a delight. In 1999, there was a film that won not many awards. Well, it actually did win many awards. That film was Smoke Signals. You based your movie off of a story from The Lone Ranger and Tonto.
Yeah, that's right.
The story This is what it means to say Phoenix, Arizona.
That's right.
What happened to make you want to write the story about Victor and Thomas builds the fire?
Well, actually, that comes from, again, one of my own experiences. I was going to Phoenix to pick up my father's ashes, and basically most of that story is I recorded our conversation, and that's sort of how the story began. So, yeah, that story is definitely autobiographical in nature.
Marvelous.
Yeah.
Simply delightful.
Thank you again.
Sherman Alexie, you are delight. Dare I say scrumptious.
Oh, is that a word?
I made it up just now.
Thank you so much.
You are that delightful. I had to make up a word for you. You should write that down.
Scrumptious, and I think I might use that.
Yes, make sure to credit me. You know,
absolutely. I wouldn't dare.
plagiarism is not,
No, I don't
appreciated
plagiarism.
in your field, especially.
No.
In the movie Smoke Signals, there's a scene, and it is a delightful scene, where Thomas and Victor are sitting in the bus, and they had just had a conversation about what a real Indian looks like.
Yes.
And that Indians always win. And then they are thwarted from their seats on the bus.
Correct, yes.
By white men, cowboys, if you
Indeed,
will.
yes.
It's another cowboys versus the Indians.
A little bit, yeah.
What was that like for you, writing that scene?
Well, a lot of that scene was humor for me. I really enjoyed writing that scene. I also like making people laugh. I kind of go into that a little bit in Part-Time Indian. Growing up, I had a couple of medical issues that caused me to be the brunt of teasing, so humor was kind of my defense mechanism, and it's kind of shaped how I write.
It is as if Victor is sending a message to the world. That message, I am here, I am now. If you have not seen the scene, you must go and buy the film, or rent it, and watch it. Well, Sherman, we conclude our interview today with some of the most important questions ever asked by mankind and written by humans. What profession other than yours would you like to attempt?
Oh, probably basketball player, I guess.
Like that one.
Sure.
Yeah. Awesome. I know at one time you wanted to be a doctor. How did that turn out?
Well, I quickly found out that blood and me don't get along, and after I went through one of my labs and had passed out a couple times because of the, images, I decided that wasn't really quite the path for me, so I decided to join a creative writing class that I sort of just joined to fill a time slot. It turned out to be a pretty good decision.
So would you say being a doctor is a profession you would not want to be a
Yeah,
part
I'd probably
of?
say that. It wouldn't be one that I would necessarily like to do.
What about like a foot doctor? An ear, eye, and nose doctor?
No, I think I'm pretty happy with what I'm doing. A doctor of any kind probably wouldn't be something I would choose to do.
Delightful. Finally, Sherman Alexie, you are a delight. And we ask before we leave if you would entreat us with a rendition of your soul-moving song from the movie Smoke Signals, John Wayne's Teeth. We brought you a drum.
Thanks.
You want to play it?
I think I'm good.
Really? Come on, you know. John Wayne's teeth. John Wayne's teeth. John Wayne's teeth. John Wayne's teeth. Are they plastic? Are they steel? John Wayne's teeth. John Wayne's teeth. Are they fake? Are they steel? John Wayne's teeth.
plastic are they steel? Ha ha, hey, hey, oh, hey, 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 oh, hey, oh, hey.